What's up, everybody? So we have a new kid in the block. Hey, some people are going to come for me and say I'm stealing their lines. Mara, we do have a new kid in the block, and it's called Opinionated with Madam Speaker and Friends. It's a podcast. We realize now, obviously, because some current or trending topics require us to actually sit and break them down. Some of these episodes are going to be recorded on like a live streaming. Some are going to be us sitting like this. But at the end of the day, all of it is going to be under the podcast Opinionated with Madam Speaker and Friends. And today we are back again with Ndivhu and another ghost lady there. You know, we are here to fight. Gloves are off again today. And today I just want to embarrass someone. Because, Bazalwani, yesterday, when we spoke about the issue of Cassper in your vest, Ndivhu had a lot to say. And you guys are coming in hard for her on the socials, eh? You are. And because of all of that, when Cassper decided to do a video, a lot of you, and I don't lie, guys, a lot of you were so embarrassed because you were ready to fight for him. Men were ready to fight for him. Ndivhu, the people who have been defending him, they were ready to fight for him. And when he said all of that he said, they're like, no, now bitter baby mamas are now, they are embarrassed because they thought he was gonna fight and then it's gonna be war. Now they are bored. Mara, I have an opinion. I have an opinion. I don't know whether I must start or the the EFF fighter must start. My sister.
Okay, firstly, I was not defending Cassper.
What exactly were you doing?
What I was defending, I was saying that the two issues must not be mixed.
Okay.
Because when you are in a relationship with a person and they show you who they are, you cannot expect them to do better going forth. So with the fact that, Thobeka is crying that Cassper was cheating on her. That one he has always been doing. He even confessed himself from day one. So just because now there's a situation, yes, the child was sick, the child had cancer, we understand. But we cannot mix the two because a cheater will always cheat.
Mara Thobeka is not complaining.
No, but again, she was mentioning it and it was part of what she went through. So it was like mixing the two together that, oh my goodness, he's so bad because he did this during. But I'm saying that what a cheater will cheat, whether you are going through or not, whether your mom's died today, they will continue. There's no situation that will stop a man. Hence, I made an example with the issue of women saying that, maybe if I give this man a child, they will love me better when they're not loving them. But they won't stop. Nothing can stop a man from doing what they want to do.
Mara Ndivhu, if I remember very well, yesterday you said that she wanted us to feel sorry for her.
Yes.
And also another thing, you said that there are two sides of the story. We must wait for Cassper.
Three. I said three.
There's the other person's side, the other person's side, and the truth.
That we will never know.
That we will never know. And now, what the other person said, today you're going to... What the other person said is matching what the other person said. We're not going to talk about the truth that you want because what the other person said matches what the other one said.
We can only work with the two now.
Yes. And in you not defending him, I agree you're saying you're not defending him.
No, I'm not defending anybody. I defend human beings.
In you not defending him, you were saying that he has his own story, right? But now the problem is in you not defending him in what you were saying. He still came with a story that matches hers. What do you have to say about that?
And it's okay.
I don't think Ndivhu was defending Cassper. She was giving a different perspective of it.
When are you with your English, ne? Wait.
Lerato, wait.
Lerato, wait with your English, ne? Okay. The issue here is that Ndivhu was painting Thobeka as somebody who just wants sympathy. She's
and
driving,
attention at that
and
time.
attention, and she's driving a narrative, right? And now it's a plot twist because the narrative she was driving, I guess she's being vilified now to say you're trying to get attention, you're trying to get us to feel sorry for you. The narrative she's driving, the guy is helping her drive.
Yes, and I didn't say Cassper did not cheat. I didn't say Cassper did not hurt her.
But what about this narrative that you said Thobeka is driving?
Yeah, she was driving. She could have, I feel like those are two different stories. She could have come out and say, if she wanted to expose Cassper, you expose Cassper. If you want to praise God for healing the child, then you focus on that.
Mara, you
It
can't
could
tell
have just been, Yes, and I know we can't tell a person what to do,
What
and
to do
not
with their lives.
But then, but now we can't say that she was not trying to throw Cassper under the bus. Do you
So
understand?
Ndivhu, what you're saying is that there's 3 different stories in one post, right? She's thankful that the child is healed now
Yes.
and went through the whole thing, and now she's thankful that she gave her life to God and so forth and so forth, and now she's mentioning what was happening
During
the
the
time.
relationship,
which is 3 different situations
Yes.
that you could have tackled in 3
Differently.
different posts per se.
And but then Yana, she decided with all of that she's gonna
She's gonna
say
put
it
it
to one
together
and
place.
that
in
gives
one
it more
post.
power, because now what? There's going to be mothers who will feel more even sorry for her, because what? Cassper did that when the child was in hospital, but he didn't start when the child was in hospital.
Maramina, I still feel like the problem here is not him cheating. Like you've been saying, and when I agree you are giving men you are giving them more grace. When you say
it's
that's
not
how
even
men
maybe you
are.
can just say, maybe I've given up on men. Like, that's who they are. Men are not going to change. They will not change. And the sooner we accept that men, this is how there's nothing you can do to change a man. Once a man decides that I'm a cheater, I'm a bad person, I'm going to continue being that. So, I mean, I'm saying that Naya Utobeka, she knew who Cassper was.
My sister, you can't say that when some of us are still looking for happily
Sorry.
ever after and
no,
men
they
who
are there, but
good
unfortunately, 95% shame.
Okay. Here's another element that Lerato you were mentioning earlier on. It's the issue of the wife now. There's a plot twist on that as well. We're still gonna come back to Cassper because at this point, guys, I feel like we should not even be discussing Cassper because Cassper is a douchebag. We all agree, right?
No, we agree.
He's
yes.
a man, right? He has done what
Cassper
men.
is a man.
Mara, that's bullshit. But anyway, it's fine.
We
He's
can't
a
change
man.
him.
We can't.
No. But the thing, my issue is that the things that these men do, we are also capable of doing them as women.
True.
You understand? Two can play that game.
Yes.
Mara, here's the thing. The reason why I feel like right now, us defending or us even speaking about Cassper and his infidelity and what, it's neither here nor there when it comes to the issue of how it affected Tobeka.
Yes.
You get what I mean? Because him saying he admits, because I guess now when he saw us busy dragging him there with that video of his in Dubai, he decided to see, this is actually a serious matter.
Let
And then he
me
comes
try
try and do damage control. That one is damage control.
It
ne?
is.
And one thing that I've learned from that thing is that if a man has forgiven himself, or if a person has forgiven themselves of the things they did to you, it's amen.
He even mentioned
Whether
in
you
the
are still
video
waiting
that
for
he
an
forgave
apology,
himself.
they have forgiven themselves,
Yes.
period. Ne? But let's pack this one, Cassper, aside a bit. This issue,
The cheating.
the cheating. Because I agree he's admitting to it that he was cheating and what, right? Now, here's the issue, Lerato, that you were mentioning off camera. The wife came on the socials and said that, I saw a post on Twitter. I'll try to get the screenshots.
Yeah.
On Twitter where the wife now was complaining that a man cheats on me and then he makes a baby with this woman and he disrespects me like I don't have a womb, right? And this same childhood sweetheart, is the same one that when Cassper was dating a Boiti. Okay, we don't know.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Boiti broke up with Cassper because of a childhood sweetheart. Now this childhood sweetheart is claiming that they've been dating for 5 years. So it's a he say, she say situation.
But we can also look at it in a way that maybe the one that we think was a side chick was actually the main.
Actually, that's what the wife is saying. What the wife is saying is that she was the girlfriend and she was cheated on with this girl, and then a baby was made. And after a baby was made, now she's feeling that it's like I don't have a womb to make a baby, right?
Publicly cheated on.
Yeah.
Publicly.
So clearly she was publicly cheated on because we didn't know about her. We only knew about her when she was married, which is also questionable, and also it confirms the fact that these people have been busy very behind closed doors, because there's no way you can just rock up and marry someone now.
Yeah.
Now, I guess we are packing this one here, Cassper, because it's giving us a headache. We'll come back to it. We'll wrap it up when we close. I know we only have 5 minutes left. Mara, after they cheated on you, they made a baby. I agree you are saying when you are the girl. And then they reward you with a ring. I agree they cheated on you, they made a baby because when you couldn't make a baby.
Or we don't know the arrangement that was going on.
Yeah. I can't remember the post or the tweet is saying,
Yes.
you cheat on me and you make a baby as if I don't have a womb.
Yeah.
Now they marry you. Right? It's a war of who's the side
got
chick.
what first?
Who's the
Yes.
real side chick?
Yeah.
And in all of that, my take is that you can't fight for a good man.
Yeah.
If a man is a good man, women, there is no way two women can fight over a good man. The fact that he's a good man means that he's not worth being fought for.
Yes.
Right? But with that now, and us saying, these two women, they're low-key, we are blue-ticking everything else and everything else and everything else. Ne? And we are coming to the issue, Yauri. These two women who have been fighting over, Nagin not the main, this one is the side. Nagin not the main, this one is the side. Who actually won between these two women?
None.
Honestly, none of them.
None of them won.
Marakiri, they're all now born again, they're saved. Does it mean that the one who remained last with the man who is born again? Because Akari and I decided to blue tick us.
You know what? All of them won because now God is their is their savior of
their
their
savior.
lives. So all of them, they've won. They've accepted God in their lives. All of them have won.
Yeah, but also we must not forget that people use the name of Jesus for content as well.
Yes.
So we can never really tell if a person really, we can only tell by the fruits. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And the
Okay.
fruits at this point, it's even Cassper apologizing to the baby mama publicly. Are we living for content or this is real life?
And did they not handle this like privately? Why is it now resurfacing now as such a painful
No,
point?
okay. Resurfacing now on
Yeah.
the issue. Cassper is saying that they had an agreement or an
Yes.
arrangement. I think that's the part that we didn't touch on.
Yeah.
They had an agreement
that they're
that
not going to talk about.
they're not going to talk about the cancer. They're going to talk about him admitting to the fact that he cheated, he was a sex addict, he said it in that other podcast, Yampumi, and the wax, right? But remember, out of that story, Pela, that one of the child being sick with cancer when you were doing that you agreed to leave out, that's a big elephant in the room,
Yeah, that's the
right?
that's clicker.
And with them agreeing that they should not talk about that part, this one then goes ahead and posts about it.
Maybe they probably agree that, okay, Lerato, go first.
What we may have agreements when we are in relationships, right? But I feel like the moment you dishonor certain things within a relationship, some things become null and void. Certain agreements become null and void. And it's at this point that she came to the realization maybe that agreement is now null and void. And now the child is now in a better position where she can actually speak. So maybe she's always had it in the back of her mind, or all agreements are now null and void, seeing that everyone and anyone can do whatever it is that they want to do. I'm going to do what I want to do, is to share the specific part that we chose to keep, private and away from people's eyes. I'm choosing to share it because all the other agreements we've had are now null and void based on your behavior and how you've conducted yourself within the relationship.
These are 3 people who recently accepted Jesus Christ as their Lord and personal Savior.
Hence, in Giti, sometimes Jesus can be content as well.
So, in your opinion, Lerato, nobody's seeing you, nobody can sue you. Who exactly is using Jesus as content here?
Judging by the fruits.
Judging by who has better fruit, or they're all having lemons and lemonade?
They're all in competition as God.
All 3 of them,
All
ne?
the competition. Oh, hi, it's so o reactor, so I reactor, it's so reaction based. So yeah,
They're still hurt.
they are still
All of them.
But
But how did
Casper's-
the other one get hurt? Because now we are enjoying.
Cassper says he forgave himself,
That
so
man.
we can't say he's hurt.
Cassper was literally just saying that I did all that imply.
Yes,
Like, that's it.
basically, and then so what?
So what?
This is part
After
of.
you have defended him with his chest, my sister, he
No,
says
I'm not
imply-
defending Cassper.
She's giving a different perspective.
I'm just giving a different perspective. Mina, I said that, Cassper should, like women, this is what women do. Women don't want, they see red. It's red, but they want to see it as, as
if
white.
we're honestly speaking and we're not dressing this up and putting some bows on it, basically Cassper what was saying is I did it and I forgave myself, and then let's move.
Let's
And
move
then
on.
what?
And then
Yeah,
what?
then
Basically,
what?
you are saying, I did it, I forgave myself, I lived through the consequences, I've moved on with my life, and then what? Because I feel like maybe there were some consequences of this in the background that we don't
Like
know
what
of.
so?
Breaking up with the girl, having
Archie.
to go speak to his family
Archie.
and admit to his wrongs to his family. And all
Archie,
those
that guy is not bothered by nothing.
yeah, but then he lived through whatever consequences that were there, whether they are big
My
or
sister,
small.
can I tell you something? Ne? The only two people who are consequencing in this whole situation
It's Tobeka and the
is
child.
the wife and the baby mom. Even the
Yeah.
wife.
Yeah.
What consequences do you think the baby mama the wife is facing? Sorry.
Actually, she never thought that. Remember, these people never. That's the problem with people who are quiet. Because apparently, Tobeka is a very quiet person.
Okay.
So they never saw this bomb coming of her just dropping such on
Okay.
the social media to say this
Yes.
is what actually happened, which then makes it difficult for Cassper to shine. Because remember, Cassper was shining. He was shining for the fact that he has accepted Jesus Christ and he's accepting all his things that he used to do in the past. Ne?
Yes.
Wow, Usebenzile, well done. One soul saved to Christ. Ne? Whereas he's leaving some information which will literally just vilify him even more. Ne? Then after all of that, the things that the baby mama is dropping, it's making him look bad and it's making us look at the wife like, ooh,
Home wreck.
nasty home wreck. Because it's a home, that thing.
Yeah.
You understand? So the wife is suffering the consequences of her being, literally right now, I saw some people saying, Mihlale ugai.
Yes.
They are literally just taking her and Mihlale,
yeah.
they're putting her under the same WhatsApp group.
Ba re mehlalo kae ya to thusa ntho, Thobeka.
And then now Tobeka is still licking her wounds from the issue of her child being in hospital, her being cheated on, as she's saying, right? The men, on the other hand, guys, men win.
Men win.
Men
And
will
but you
always
must
win.
always remember as well that nothing hurts than seeing a man that hurt you, broke you, moving on and living his life in Dubai happy.
And in Cassper's words, there's nothing that hurts watching somebody live their life, somebody that has forgave themselves.
Exactly.
The important thing is that this man has forgiven himself for what he has done to you, and when you have not healed 100%.
Hey,
And while
holding
when
hands,
you
castle
are
light, whatever
crying,
it was.
writing the post too, and how so hili shapo, now to buy winwela castle light.
When maybe you are still trying to
and-
pick up your life after everything that happened with the child.
And
He has
when-
already moved on, but that's meant for you.
And
They don't care.
being in that position where a child is going through surgeries and all those things, you are in and out of hospital. There's really not much that you are seeing happening around you except for this importance of going home, sleeping, resting, waking up, going to check the child. Maybe that was her day-to-day routine and not mindful of whatever else that was happening because that was what was important at the time. And once the child is in a position where they are better, a lot has changed and she's realizing, hore,
I've been played.
exactly.
Yeah, I've
So
been
within
played.
that time this was happening, I don't think she had the mental capacity to kind of grasp her mind around it because now what was important was the life of the child and what the child was going through.
Mara,
and
Mara,
being
the
there for
life of the child, that is her focus. So for the men, as you're saying, Ndivhu, it's not, because a lot of people are saying you can't now come and say this guy does not love his child just because he was cheating while the child was in hospital. It's neither here nor there. It's got nothing, him being a loose underpende has got nothing to do with the fact that his child was in hospital and then that means that he doesn't love the child.
Yeah.
So, but then for me, as I guys, you can come for me. You know, you guys, every time when you come for me and you tell me that, hey, Beta, what, when you are popping like popcorns inside of a pot which does not have a lid, you are popping pop.
You are
pop,
coming
pop.
for them now as well.
Yeah, enjoy ya. I agree that I know they come for me. Nia enjoy ya, guys, is where I want you. When you tell me that I'm bitter, Mara, now what I'm saying, is
So when you are saying that a man cannot do that to the baby mama and still claim to love the child, is that what you're saying?
that's not what I'm saying.
Okay, what are you saying?
What I'm saying is that, with what Lerato is saying, that this woman has been going through a lot and she's been carrying a lot.
Yeah.
While the child was in hospital because she was the one who was there with the child and everything. We don't know whether the guy was there with the child during
Yeah.
that time or not, but we know that as a mother, she was there full time.
Yeah.
And during the time when all of this was happening, the baby mama had no time for anything else but the child.
Yeah.
The motherly instinct was working overtime at that time.
Okay, the motherly instinct is working overtime, right? The baby daddy, somewhere in the heart of his love that he has for his children, we should not dare question his love for his child, because even during that time when the child is in hospital, he's still managing.
Like, when did
He's still managing to
find
cheat.
the time?
Yeah.
He's still managing to enjoy life outside of the situation.
Even getting married.
Jesus. Even getting married outside of that situation. And then now the people are saying this is the first guy to put his child's scan as a
On a
album,
tattoo,
what. Mara, if we're to really be honest, Ndivhu, because this is not my words.
Yeah.
And I don't believe in the fact that men don't love their children because of what they did to the mother.
To the mother, yeah.
But this has got nothing to do with what he did to the mother. Ne? Okay, maybe it does have something to do with the fact that... Because remember, the mother is not addressing how what he did affected the child. She's addressing how what he did affected her.
Yeah, but she's also insinuating that he was not there. Hence, she would say, I was, you know? Not the parents were at the hospital. While we were at the hospital, he was busy getting married or something like that. It's more of he wasn't part of it. He was not there.
So do we say that this guy, with our full chests, can we say he does not love his child because...
No.
We
can't
can
say
never
that.
say that.
We can never say that.
What do we say?
Because we do not know what was happening behind the scene. We do not know whether he was... But judging by the post, Tobeka, prior to this, she was thanking him as being the best father. She was literally saying that she made the best decision ever. So we can then say he might have been slacking as a boyfriend.
Partner,
But as a father, he was there, judging by the post that she has said. But then again, women, we also sometimes just say things for the sake of content, that we are happy and we are not happy. So we can never, that one, we can't tell.
Can
but
I
I would say,
introduce maybe a different perspective?
Yeah.
Lahore? Maybe if, based on a little bit of experience, if a child unzale mnyane, the well-being of their parents is still important for the well-being of the child, right?
Okay.
If mentally you are going through a lot and you have a cheating partner and all those things, adding to a sick child as well, I feel like in some aspects it does affect the child.
Maramina, the only question that I have for men then in general who are cheating and everything, how do you do it? Like, how do you manage to disassociate yourself from this mountain that you are facing?
And
still-
engage in something else.
no, men are, like, there's nothing that men does that surprises me. Honestly speaking, nothing shocks me when it comes to men. Men are able to. It's just that Akiri, sometimes there are some stories that we can't literally just say them on internet. But now I've seen it with my own eyes. Even with my own father. There was a time when I was admitted. My mother sends a message, read the child. He sent Psalm 51. Even today, I don't want to read Psalm 51 because I don't even know what... Do you understand? He sent Psalm 51. I was admitted. Do you understand? So, Mina, I feel like maybe I'm speaking from trauma. Like
That's what they say in the comment section.
yeah,
of the
like
first
men
video.
don't shock me. Maybe it's the trauma. Honestly, like they don't shock me. Like even when they say, even if she was to come out and say Cassper was not there as a father during, I wouldn't be surprised. Like that's why I'm saying women, when men show us who they are, let's believe them. Yes, we can't live without in-orders, ne? But Natina, when we walk into their lives, let's walk with eyes wide open. When you decide to have a child with a man, have a child for yourself.
So when you are walking, you're just walking with the expectation that anything can
Anything can happen,
and be okay
yes.
with it. And
Yes.
because that's just how men are.
Especially if you follow this channel, that podcast, The Safe Space. Ladies and gentlemen, we know what men are capable of. The stories that we hear
So
here.
the safe
and we
chat
still want to,
It's a good training to train you to.
Yes.
But I guess this one, but they're saying it's for bitter people, so they can't watch. They want to see with their own two eyes.
Oh no, it's a training facility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's
No,
not
guys,
gonna
I mean, I feel like we are wrapping up, right? I feel like, yeah, the girl has been through a lot. And,
She has.
And I feel like women are really judging her harshly based on the fact that the man went and shared his story the way he wants to share it, to shape it the way that it suits him, leaving out some parts which for us as the viewers, it's a shocker. We are human beings. We are bound to be shocked when such things happen. And the parts that he forgot and the parts that he decided to leave out, there are parts which are painful parts. You understand what I mean? And we can't just blue tick them and say, because Ndivhu, when you are saying, when you are saying with your own words that men don't shock you anymore.
No, they don't.
Just because men don't shock you doesn't mean that they must not shock us. We are still shocked.
I know, be shocked, and you will continue being shocked.
And my biggest concern is, as a woman, the other woman. Alright, it's Bindi.
Yeah, I think that's why I'm saying that sometimes, maybe when they say love is blind, this is what they mean. Like, if love was not blind, then we wouldn't do these things that we're doing, because then you ask yourself, with the wife, does she honestly feel that she's safe with Cassper?
Quick question. Do you, as much as you're saying love is blind, do you think the infidelity that happened is the first within the relationship?
No.
So she was, love is blind, ne?
Love is blind.
And then she was expecting a different outcome.
The problem is that
That's why
sometimes
they say love is blind.
That's why they say love is blind. And sometimes as women, we feel like if he's coming to me and he's dating Madam Speaker, I'm probably thinking that I'm better than her. I will offer what she was not offering. That's why I'm expecting the best out of him. So Naye, the wife, she's expecting a changed man of Christ.
And that one, let me tell you, first of all, Bazalwane brothers, they're very dangerous. So the ones who have converted from the streets to Bazalwane, they just want to eat the stock properly, nicely, clean job. So if Pulani, you're thinking, oh, this one is not a rain of bullets which are coming for you, my sister, I'm so scared. I'm scared for her. But otherwise, see, I'm glad. It's better you than me, my sister. And for me, in closing, I feel like women, we are losing. We are losing.
We are.
You came too hard, like a ton of bricks yesterday on the woman. Today you're a bit soft, I think, because of the Cassper post.
No, even the post, Cassper, I don't even believe it. That one is just PR written all over it. You can see that the guy has a lot to say, but he's just choosing not to. And he knows that once he put up a video like that, there's going to be, he's taking accountability. But there's no accountability.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah, but there's no, if you check it, there's no account. He's just doing a damage control.
And Cassper is known to be a bit of an emotional person and to speak his mind. So that was very gated and safe for him to say in that video.
Yeah, but all in all, what he said is just said Fusek.
Yeah, there's nothing. Fusek, I did it, so what? That's it.
It was a politically correct Futek.
It was a politically correct Fusek. I was going to stay away from men.
No, we must not. We can't stay away from them.
Okay,
we want
so
these people.
how should we do it?
Open your eyes. Go for the goal.
Money.
I don't say I'm a married woman. I'm not saying that.
We must focus on the bag or something else.
No, like women, like but just focus on the goal. The why you are getting married. Focus on that why.
Hey, Mara, it will end in tears for Pulani.
Yeah.
You know, when you are married or in a long-term relationship, you go in with a goal, but once you relax, you forget.
There's no
you
relaxing,
get
my
the,
sister. There's no relaxing.
Anyway, with that being said, thank you so much, guys. We shall see you on the next one. Let us know what you think in the comment section, because this one is not make sure. This apology is not make sure. Apparently, according to Ndivhu, it's a publicity.
No, I mean, I say both parties. It's not make sure. I still stand by what I said. Both parties. It's just not. It's not make sure. And only besides that, when things like this are being done publicly, there's always an agenda. There's always a narration, like I said. So, both of them are playing the game.
So if she posted something like this on it was her birthday, am I correct?
Yeah.
So every year on her birthday, she's going to be remembering that she posted something of this nature.
Yeah.
I think maybe she could have not surrounded it around such a special day of her life.
I disagree.
You think she'll just forget and move on?
No, she should not forget. She should remember the day she liberated herself. Same as the people who are sitting on this couch and they're sharing their story, and when they leave this safe space chat, he has sent studios, they say, I feel like a load has been
Oh.
That lady, Liana, she feels a load has been off her shoulders. Yeah, damage control, hey, I admit, hey, everything is right. Jiggy, although some of the things, how can you start the statement by saying everything is right, then jiggy, some of the things which are said, what? Because you can see that we're coming. I saw a comment where somebody was saying, "What now? When I can I'm like, wow.
Yeah, but then again, this thing of always saying that Kama will deal with him, they're gonna see flames. Sometimes life is not a Nigerian movie.
Yeah.
Where you do me wrong, and that, like life is. Sometimes they surprise us and they thrive. And one day they will be sitting on these couches saying we've been married for 50 years.
Yo, Mara, you will be going.
So don't wait for the
And
karma.
the
Move
life,
on.
don't wait for the karma.
Don't wait
move
for-
on.
if it comes, it comes, but
Mara,
don't
Mara,
look
my
for it.
sister, the same way that you are saying, or you see a man for who he is and you marry him like that and you don't, there's no change that's coming. Remember, ne? The promise that Cassper has when it comes to changing his life, it's not between him and the woman. It's between him and Christ.
Yeah,
Okay?
it's
He
not
gave his
us,
life to
it's
Christ.
us.
Christ, yeah.
Not to a wife. So meaning that his business with Christ is his business. Should he decide that one day he wants to break up with Jesus Christ? My sister, is this okay? This is Okala. If already it's not just a front, this thing of accepting Christ.
Yeah,
But
if
anyway-
it's not a rebrand.
But
you know.
anyway, even when that happens,
It is what it is. Maybe he will change. Maybe he has changed. We don't know.
Who are we
if all of
Only
that
time
happens,
will tell.
only time will tell.
Yeah.
And when that time tells, ne, Opinionated Podcast will be here, and we'll be here to say,
And we
wow.
will be here. Yeah, but remember, those ones that are single, don't give up on men. There are good men out there. It's just that majority are bad.
Yeah, niggas ain't shit. That's what I can say. Thank you. Bye.